It was supposed to be a perfect family vacation. A quiet seaside town in Portugal, warm nights, laughter, and peace. But on one silent night, in 2007, everything changed. 3-year-old Madeleine McCann vanished from her bed without a sound, without a trace. What followed became one of the most haunting mysteries the world has ever known. Was it an abduction, an accident, or something darker? Hello guys, you are watching Behind the Murder YouTube channel. Tonight, we dive deep into the truth behind the disappearance and death of Madeleine McCann. It was May 3rd, 2007. In the small, peaceful seaside town of Praia da Luz, Portugal, everything seemed calm. The air was soft, the night quiet, and families were out enjoying dinner as the ocean breeze brushed through the palm trees. It was a normal, pleasant evening until everything changed within a few hours. That night, 3-year-old Madeleine McCann vanished. And from that moment, the world was never the same again. Madeleine Beth McCann was born on May 12, 2003, in Leicester, England. Her father, Jerry McCann, was a cardiologist. Her mother, Kate McCann, was also a doctor. They were an educated, middle-class couple who lived a peaceful life with their 3 children. Madeleine was their first child, bright, curious, and full of energy. After her came the twins, Sean and Amelie. The McCann family loved traveling together, taking short holidays whenever they could. But one family trip would turn into their greatest nightmare. In late April 2007, the McCann family went on vacation to the Portuguese resort of Praia da Luz with a group of close friends. They stayed at the Ocean Club Apartments, a small resort surrounded by palm trees and pools. There were 9 adults and 8 children in total, all of them friends from the UK, and most of them doctors or professionals. They trusted each other completely, and the trip was supposed to be safe, relaxing, and happy. Every evening, the group followed the same routine. After putting the children to bed, the adults would gather at a restaurant inside the resort just about 50 meters away from their apartments. They didn't hire babysitters. Instead, they took turns checking on the sleeping kids every 20 to 30 minutes. It felt safe. The resort was small, the restaurant nearby, and nothing had ever gone wrong before. On the night of May 3rd, 2007, the McCanns followed the same plan. Around 8:30 p.m., Jerry checked on the children. Everything was fine. Madeleine was peacefully asleep, cuddling her favorite teddy bear. The twins were sleeping soundly beside her. Jerry quietly left the room, locking the door behind him. But when Kate returned around 10 p.m., the door was slightly open. The window was wide open, the curtain blowing in the night air, and Madeleine was gone. Kate screamed, her voice echoing through the entire resort. "They've taken her!" Within minutes, panic spread everywhere. Jerry and their friends ran in all directions, searching, shouting her name. Resort staff called the police. Neighbors joined the search, but there was no sign of Madeleine. It was as if she had disappeared into thin air. At first, the Portuguese police thought it was a simple case of a missing child. Maybe she wandered off while half asleep. But as the hours passed, it became clear that this was no ordinary disappearance. The first 24 hours of the investigation were chaotic and disorganized. Police didn't seal off the crime scene. Neighbors, resort staff, even journalists entered the apartment. Footprints, fingerprints, and potential evidence were contaminated. When detectives finally inspected the window through which the kidnapper supposedly entered, the fingerprints were smudged, impossible to use as clear evidence. Within 2 weeks, the story exploded across the world's media. British newspapers ran front-page headlines. "Where is Madeleine?" became a global question. Her face appeared everywhere. Airports, train stations, billboards. The British government even got involved diplomatically, urging Portugal to expand the investigation. Madeleine's photo became one of the most recognized images in modern history. Kate and Jerry didn't stay silent. They spoke to the press almost daily, appealing for help. They launched the Find Madeleine campaign and set up a fund to keep the search alive. Millions of people followed the story, hoping for good news. But as the investigation deepened, confusion began to grow. Some witnesses reported seeing a strange man near the resort that night, someone carrying a small child. Others claimed they saw a golden or white car speeding away. But the descriptions never matched. There was no solid lead. Then came a shocking twist. Portuguese investigators began suspecting the parents themselves. They believed Madeleine might have died accidentally in the apartment, and that Jerry and Kate had tried to cover it up. Forensic dogs brought in from the UK detected the scent of a corpse near Madeleine's bed and inside the trunk of the family's rented car. To the Portuguese police, that was enough to declare Kate and Arguido a formal suspect. The McCanns were questioned for hours. They denied everything. No physical evidence was found. No body, no motive. By 2008, the case against them was dropped due to lack of proof. Still, the question remained, if not them, then who? Theories multiplied. Some said a local worker took her. Others suspected a traveling child trafficker. Some believed she was kidnapped and sold. And some believed she was dead and her body had been hidden somewhere close by. Every few months, new leads appeared and then faded into nothing. Years passed. Madeleine's birthdays came and went, marked only by candles and silence. Her parents continued appearing in interviews, always saying the same words: "We will never give up." Their determination eventually led to a new beginning. In 2011, the British government launched Operation Grange, a fresh investigation by Scotland Yard. Hundreds of leads were reviewed, old witnesses re-interviewed, and new suspects investigated. Then, a new name emerged: Christian Bruckner, a German national with a long criminal history: rape, burglary, child abuse. At the time of Madeleine's disappearance, Bruckner had been living in a van near Praia da Luz. In 2020, German prosecutors publicly named him as the prime suspect, declaring they believed Madeleine was dead. However, no body has ever been found. Bruckner denies involvement. German police say they have concrete evidence, but refuse to release details publicly. To this day, the truth remains hidden in darkness. Meanwhile, Kate and Jerry McCann still hold on to hope. Every year, they post messages on Madeleine's birthday, saying they still believe one day the truth will come out. Their pain and their resilience have made them symbols of both tragedy and hope. The case of Madeleine McCann is not just a story about a missing child. It is a story about fear, faith, and the relentless search for truth. It shows how one moment, one night, can change the world forever. That little girl with the blonde hair, green eyes, and innocent smile became the face of one of history's greatest unsolved mysteries. Her disappearance changed how the world views safety, trust, and justice. Maybe one day, a new clue, a forgotten witness, or a confession will finally reveal what really happened that night in Portugal. Until then, the mystery of Madeleine McCann will continue to haunt us, a story of loss, love, and the search for a truth buried beneath silence. If you enjoyed this video, then please like and comment. And if you like to watching videos like murder mystery, unsolved case, and serial killer crime story, please subscribe my channel for more video likes that.